We need to add an update to probably one of the most interesting stories that we've had in the last few weeks. This terrible, terrible game coming out from Bioware called Dragon Age: The Veil Guard. The game is so bad the sales are equally as bad that they may just have to give it away for free. What am I talking about? Well, we're going to dive into it on That Game Plays. Hi friends, it's me, CC, here with a wonderful panel today of Marvin the Movie Monster and Kevin Apollo. We're going to be talking about Bioware, and I think you guys have some information, don't you?
Oh, gosh. I mean, look, at the end of the day, this game has just been a nightmare from conception to creation. It has taken entirely too long to come out, and now that it is coming out, we're seeing that, well, apparently it's coming out literally. Yeah. Sorry, I'm fired up today.
You are.
And Kevin Apollo and I were both planning on reviewing this for That Game Place, and
Good.
we have spent money on this game, and apparently we are idiots for having done that.
We're the only ones who spent money on this game.
Yeah. The entire future of Bioware rises and sets on our $100.
Well, it actually may, because this game's so bad that they may be giving it away for free. And we're going to check out this article coming to us from, That Park Place. It's got an interesting perspective, to say the least, and there is mounting evidence to poor sales. BioWare partners with NVIDIA to give Dragon Age: The Veil Guard away for free. You guys actually have some unique insight, because as we've covered before on this channel, and you can find that video right up there, we've talked about sales figures and some insider numbers from a retail, which we're going to do again in just a moment. But NVIDIA officially announced that they were partnered with BioWare and EA to give Dragon Age: The Veil Guard away for free with the purchase of a new GeForce Now Ultimate bundle. And evidence is growing that the game just isn't selling. On its blog, NVIDIA shared Fight for Thetis future and at Ultimate quality this fall as new and existing members who purchase 6 months of GeForce Now Ultimate can get BioWare and Electronic Arts' epic RPG Dragon Age: The Veil Guard for free when it releases on October 31st.
Can we just also say, how stupid is it to release a video game on Halloween? Kevin and I were just ranting about this in our members-only stream.
Yeah, I can't answer a question. This is an RPG game. Maybe they figure that, you're the kind of people that go out and dress up for Halloween and go to parties and stuff like that.
But if you're dressing up for Halloween, you're not home playing the game.
That's true. Yeah, I don't know what inspires people to do the things they do, but the bundle itself seems to be only available through October 30th. So you have to make this decision quickly to artificially boost, the perceived sales of this, I guess. But the GeForce Now Ultimate bundle is $99.99 for 6 months. Woo! And along with that, Dragon Age: The Veil Guard, that includes a GeForce RTX 4080 rig, RTX on, and access to the RTX 4080 servers up to 4K resolution and 120 frames per second, no ads, and an 8-hour session length. Wow, you can only log into 8 hours at a time?
Wow.
Huh. Anyway, look, the Ultimate there, you can see the pricing scheme in a whole 9 yards. The bundle announcement comes in the wake of a number of metrics indicating the game's pre-order sales, and we have some, by the way, are not doing well, and interest in the game is low. Obviously, Craig Skistamus, also known as Stuttering Craig, I just call him Craig, the host and owner of Side Scrollers podcast on YouTube, revealed information from his retail insider, and we have our own, that the game had only received a total of 1,957 pre-orders between both Xbox and PS5. He wrote on X, between both gold and standard editions in their 800 plus stores, they have just under 2,000 pre-orders. That's not good.
No.
That's really not good.
Kev, what did your retailers say about about the pre-orders there?
Well, so he actually gave me an update just today because I was curious and originally wanted to find out. I wanted to experience some Schadenfreude over Unknown 9.
Another video we'll be doing, folks. Check that one out.
And after he gave me the data for that, he was like, "Oh yeah, by the way, we lost 3 pre-orders. They canceled them. So now we have, between his 5 stores in his region, They have 7 pre-orders, no collectors editions. So, and just to kind of give you some insight without giving it away, um, 2 of his stores are in or near major shopping malls,
Mm.
and one of them is in a very busy, high traffic high traffic area. So like it is the store. It's not just, one of those ones where it's peppered into a random strip mall. So this is catastrophic. And
Yeah.
again, just to reiterate, when he was an assistant manager during Inquisition, and his store alone had 18 pre-orders, which grand scheme of things isn't gigantic, but when we're talking about less than 8 for an entire district versus 18 in just one store alone, not including the collector's editions, because he couldn't remember it.
Mhm.
This is catastrophic. I can understand why we're giving this game away for free, because you probably won't be able to give it away for free after the 31st.
Well, and what's striking to me is the fact that people are actually canceling their pre-orders. They're getting their whatever they put down back because something is going on where they're seeing something that doesn't compute, and they're saying, you know what? On second thought, never mind. I don't want it.
Well,
Well,
it's the age old problem of a creator jumps on, what was it, Blue Sky, the
yes.
alternative to X. You've got a game creator jumping on and telling everybody that you're a tourist if you don't like it, and belittling you, and then telling you my favorite line ever: "This isn't for you, so if you don't like it, don't buy it."
Yeah.
The
And then it's going to be, why didn't you buy it?
Yep, you're seeing the feedback, and I'm not even just talking about the weird art style, because yes, the art style changes in all the games, but the fact that you can't play as other party members, which has been an integral part of the previous 3 games, the just the rumors about what we're going to get inside of the story, the fact that pretty much, assuming everybody's telling the truth, we've had all of our kind of worst fears confirmed. I can understand why people are abandoning this game. Now, out of my love for the 2 of you, I will hold on to my over $200 collector's edition, because I was stupid
Oof.
enough to want the Illyrium blade, the and I will play it, and I will do my best to not use any super incendiary language. I promise on my children. I will make sure that nothing can get us demonetized.
You promise to try.
Yeah, I promise to try. I promise to try. I swear I will do my best. The but yeah, oof, oof,
Well,
oof.
what's interesting is, that Park Place has, their own insider as well, who manages over 900 stores. And the sales numbers on this game are 3 times less than that of Spike Chunsoft's Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. That's
That's an actual
amazing.
good game. I've been playing.
Yeah.
I was playing some of the What If stories last night, and they're
Yeah.
out of this world good.
Yeah.
It-
So that insider shared the number that it had a total of 5,252 pre-orders on the Friday before the game released October 4th. The game released on October 10th to just wild acclaim. And there were a total of 5,538 PlayStation 5 pre-orders of 414 Xbox. So it just really goes to show you that, well, number one, PlayStation's dominating the console market, and two, pre-orders are, not completely absent from stores. They still happen. So there's something going on with this game that isn't hitting the consumers right.
yeah.
And, the insider also shared that the pre-orders might have actually been higher for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, but actually sold out of the Ultimate Edition for PS5. Thus, it was not available for pre-order. So they could have sold out more. It's these Ultimate Editions that people spring for, like you did, Kevin Apollo, that I think really do push the market forward when it comes to the pre-order stuff.
It's I don't understand what is so hard about the super simple concept of give the people what they want. The
Mm-hmm.
you know fans are not mindless consumers. You know, they're educated about the product. You know, they do, even if it's something they love, right? Especially over the last batch of years, and we see this playing out, you know, very plainly in Hollywood right now. The days of just going to a movie because you think it might be awesome are long done. People are being a lot smarter with where they choose to invest their money and how they choose to invest it. And that's what this is. Games are very expensive now, and no one really knows why. Just because the generations changed, we're now looking at $70 games as the base. And that includes your downloads when you would think it should be cheaper because I don't have the silly little plastic flippy thing that we don't even get a little book in anymore.
Well, you know what? It's not even so much also the money. I mean, yes, the money's a huge part of it. People are being very careful where they invest their time.
Yeah.
Because, you know, as millennial generation ages, and you know, was kind of like the big RPG generation that would typically love something like this. You know, we don't have as much time anymore as we used to.
No, you
And,
want to be able to enjoy it. You want to be that's sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but like you want to be able to, if you're going to sit down and make this commitment, you at least want to be able to enjoy it. And even if you take a swing and a miss because you want to do something so outside of the box that you thought was going to be this creative marvel, and you drop the ball, I'm very forgiving because at least it was you trying something different. But this is about the message and the lecture. And for no reason, and when you really break it down, we're talking about a world where, because it's Tuesday and I looked into a bucket of water, I could potentially be eaten by a flaming zombie, like an on fire zombie, not the ones we have now. Or the I could be possessed because someone sneezed in the next room. Like, they don't care about your pronouns because they don't have the time to care about your pronouns. They want to know where they're going to eat, and they want to know if a dragon's going to bite their face off because the sun was a little too bright.
Well, and you know what? Every couple of years, all of a sudden, dead people start rising up out of the ground with a dragon that they try to murder everybody, and you know, they try to destroy the entire world. So they've got other things to worry about. And a Kunari showing up being like, "I identify as non-binary." Like, apparently, that is a direct line from the game, from what we're hearing.
And if you're a fan too, you know that drives you crazy because they refer to themselves by their by their rank and title, not their pronouns. So it's like 10 years of, again, if you're a lore nerd like me, you got 10 years. And listen, I want as hard as to go and play the stupid little card games to try to get extra points. For my characters and all that other nonsense. So it's like, if you're a lore nerd, you're sitting there watching like, well, at no point in time has any of this ever come up. So why is this coming up now? Other than someone got bored and wanted to inject modern day lunacy into something that doesn't need it, never asked for it, and most certainly will not appreciate it.
And you already had Sarah and Dorian in the last game, both of who were LGBT characters. You had one of Iron Bull's, Bull Chargers, was a trans character. So there's so much already in this world. Why did you have to make that the entire world? And we all accepted it. We all accepted it in Inquisition. We were all like, yeah, fine, cool, right on. The game's so good.
You could have romanced Alistair all the way in the first game. These are things that were there, and no one cared because it wasn't the impetus of the character's existence. The story was what was important. So yes, this character happens to be gay. If you wanted to romance somebody, you had that choice. Now I think if you have your normal everyday he she pronoun, and you're deemed straight, I believe you're pigeonholed into only 2 romance options. Other than that, everybody's pan. Pan.
You look at also the fact that, like, they took away things that fans of this series have come to know and love. Fans of just Bioware in general. Look at the fact that they took Dragon Age Keep away. You can't import your decisions. Who'd you choose to be the divine at the end of Inquisition? Who cares?
Well, and you're you guys mentioned this, but I'll refine it. Your companions are now free to do their own thing, and that's
Yeah.
a real problem in the game. You can't
Mm.
do any type of direction or any of that. At least that was my takeaway. But look, this game is going to have even bigger trouble when it makes it over to Steam because right now it's just inside the top 50 wish listed games at 46. That's not a good game. This is
No.
not something people want. They'd rather pick up something else. They've got like what um a total of 68,000 follows on it.
Oof.
That's not that many. And
No.
Google Trends reveals, what's popular and what's not. Dragon Ball Z, super popular. Dragon Age has not moved the needle at all. We're less than, or we're about 2 weeks, I guess, from this moment away. No, not even.
Not even.
We're 10
Yeah.
days, 10 days away from release on this game. And it's not even a blip on the radar. It's not even a blip on the radar. That's insanity.
I
I
have
mean,
to. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to cut
no.
you off.
There's one more chart to catch here, real quick, and it's this one. Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League. You can see that it blipped up prior to its purchase. So many days out. Dragon Age hasn't even bothered. So to say that Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League is more popular is a terrifying,
Oh my gosh.
terrifying, thing. So Warner Brothers Discovery took a bath on that one, right? $200 million in impairment charge. And we're about to watch, something do maybe worse. We can talk about Concord, spending exorbitant amounts of money to get made and then be pulled back. We can talk about the people affiliated with it, like Sweet Baby Inc.
Mhm.
I think BioWare is guilty of the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And you can take a look at right now that the squad versus the Justice League has exactly 59 players when this was checked on Steam.
Abysmal. Now,
Wow.
does Culture, did Sweet Baby have anything to do with this game with Dragon
I, I,
Age?
I have no reason not to believe that because, again, BioWare was dealing with Sweet Baby Inc. back when they were very proud of showing that off on their website.
Mhm.
Not to mention the fact that we only have to look at the credits when it comes out to see their narrative director, et cetera, et cetera. My memory is telling me that they were, but I won't want to say that definitively. I will say that basically that it's being alleged that they have involvement. How's that? Is that safe journalistically in journalistic integrity there? I think so.
Yeah, I think
There
you get
is
there.
sorry. There is an entity that EA has used forever. I can't think of it. I'm sorry. I can't think of it. But they essentially serve a very similar purpose within EA that Sweet Baby Inc. serve. So I wouldn't be shocked if there was some crossover because birds of a feather. The I even go back to how the pre-order was handled though. I mean, you really had about 75 days to get your pre-order in. It was like everyone's like, "Hey, what's going on with this game?" And pre-orders tomorrow. This comes out Halloween. Like no real fanfare. Like I have a feeling that internally EA knows that this was always going to be a disaster, and that they just wanted to get this over and done with as quickly as possible. I don't think they counted on Ubisoft pulling Assassin's Creed. I think they were hoping that would probably take the worst game of the year title. So let's see how this works out.
It still comes out in a year where Dustborn and Concord came out. I'm sure it'll win the Game Award for Wokest Game of the Year, which is a real thing that they give out. They don't call it that, but they effectively have a Wokest Game of the Year award at the Game Awards. So yeah, Culture. I mean, it's going to be exciting to see what happens when this comes out in just 10 days.
Yeah, and I think we'll be right there to cover it, and we'll probably be full of updates on the number of copies that have sold and just how well the game is performing. And we'll be tracking the true trophies and the other one for Xbox to see just how many people completed the first trophy. I don't think there's going to be a lot. Anyway, gentlemen, thank you for your time today. We have to ask you, the audience, what you think. Do you think that the future for this game, the forecast for its sales are accurate? Do you think there's a lot of positive buzz and hype that we just somehow are miraculously missing? And do you believe that perhaps identitarian politics are not supposed to be in games, and that's the primary reason why this is happening? Or do you think that we're just a bunch of tourists because, we don't want to play this thing? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments section below, and be looking forward to the reviews because I think they're going to be something special. As always, get your game on!